Alright everyone, it's time for today's first video. Donald Trump is trolling Canada. Well, more accurately, he's trolling Justin Trudeau. We're going to read his Truth Social post verbatim here because a lot of people are taking it really seriously, and Canadians, I guess, are up in arms about this, but I think that it's fucking hilarious. Archived link in the description, of course. This is Donald J. Trump the other day. It was a pleasure to have dinner the other night with Governor Justin Trudeau of the great state of Canada. I look forward to seeing the governor again soon so we may continue our in-depth talks on tariffs and trade, the results of which will be truly spectacular for all. Donald J. Trump. Now, keep in mind, Donald Trump is aware of the fact that Justin Trudeau is not actually the governor of a state. He's aware of this fact. The only thing that you can boil this down, therefore, to is trolling. Basically, what he's doing is expanding upon his threat before to annex Canada and turn it into a state. Although I feel it would be a series of states. Probably it wouldn't make sense to have it be just one. Then it would be rather large, with a rather high population. I think you'd have to chop it into 4 chunks or something like that. Now, is Donald Trump actually serious when he says he wants to annex the Canadians? Probably not. And to be clear, I love my Canadian subscribers just as much as I love all of my other subscribers, and I realize about 10% of my audience is from Canada. So, you know, I'm not fucking around. I'm not finding out. I've got some cool Canadian subscribers. That being said, it's not a serious suggestion. This is basically an extension of Donald Trump wanting to wage a tariff war and backing Trudeau down. Now, Trudeau is not particularly popular in Canada at this point. So when people say that they're offended, these are probably like, you know, lay liberals or something like that. Basically like the equivalent of British Labour Party members or something like that. I am so offended as a Canadian. As a Canadian, I find this post extremely offensive and insulting, says Marlene Robertson. But allowances must be made when it comes from a malignant narcissist, fascist, in severe cognitive decline with the vocabulary of a third grader and the impulse control of a toddler. I was not aware that Joe Biden was using Truth Social, by the way. He's trolling. This is a Trump troll. He does this all the time. It's just the way that he operates. I don't see anything offensive about it. You know, Canada is basically America's hat anyway. Sorry. You need a couple of these every single day just to keep surviving. Now, I don't understand why people would be offended. Donald Trump has said all sorts of weird shit on Twitter and Truth Social throughout the years. You remember that one, there was that one dude that was, you know, talking before Congress and he had his, like, nipples protruding and stuff like that. He says weird shit. He does this, number 1, for attention, number 2, because it's politically effective, and number 3, because it's goddamn hilarious. It's basically fun for the entire population. I don't understand why any Canadian would be offended at this. He's berating Justin Trudeau. Trudeau's approval is in the shitter at the moment. Nationalists and far leftists both fucking hate him. He's acts in a dictatorial manner, actually, which is something that Trump, by the way, is blamed for doing, but he never really does. If anything, he's obstructed by his own fucking goddamn Republican Congress more than anything else. How is it offensive? He's basically making a joke. That's literally all this is. We know that the United States is not actually going to march into Canada, although I would support it if we did, and attempt to annex them. While I wish that Canada was parsed apart into several states, and we united the entire continent more or less, while I would support that, it's probably not going to happen. I don't think that Congress is going to declare war on Canada. By the way, there was somebody, they responded to this. It was hilarious. They responded to this by showing a different, like, map, and it's like, no. Basically, New England and the west coast of the United States will become part of Canada. I'm like, the last time you tried to fuck with New Englanders, it didn't go over so well. That's probably not a great idea. It's probably not the best decision that you could make. Donald Trump is simply trolling. And some of these people didn't get the memo. Apparently, they believe that Donald Trump is going to stop making the mean tweets and stuff like that, and it's just not going to happen. This is the way that he acts. There's nothing wrong with it. Get a goddamn life. Grow a set of balls and get a sense of humor, because you're going to need it for the next 4 years. You're not going to be dealing with a geriatric vegetable president, a placeholder, a steward in the United States anymore. That's Joe Biden. And Kamala, to an extent, I suppose. She's basically disappeared, so I don't know what the hell she's doing at the moment. I don't think that Biden knows either. You're going to be dealing with someone who's actually capable of statesmanship. Sometimes he's going to troll you. But he's not really trolling Canada anyway. He's trolling Justin Trudeau. He's basically following up on his, threat of annexation before. And it's more hilarious than anything else. And apparently some people don't really get the joke. You should please promulgate a sense of humor over the next 4 years. It's probably much to your benefit. That's about all. Peace out.